Hello there, welcome back guys. Welcome back to a brand new video of Mighty Ghost Tech YouTube channel. So guys, this is the sixth video on JS interview. So in this video, we are going to looking into the JavaScript NaN value. So in this video, we will briefly have an introduction to the JavaScript NaN, and also we will see what are the different scenarios where JavaScript NaN is encounter, and also we will see how we can put a check to those NaN, and also we will handle this NaN effectively. So first see what is JavaScript NaN. So as per the definition, JavaScript NaN actually comes under the number data type. So if we just console the type of NaN, you will get number as the data type, and this number is actually a unique value, and NaN is actually stand for the not a number. So what you understand? So NaN is actually comes under the number data type. It is a unique value which actually denoting not a valid number. So you have to keep in mind that the type of NaN is actually numbers. So it comes under the number data type. Now we will see what are the different scenarios where NaN is actually encounter. So this is the single function expression. In this function, I am simply taking a one parameter which later on pass to this parse in function, and whatever value we will get, we will simply return it, and that will get stored in has number variable. So once I call this function with the 2, obviously the output of this also we will get as a 2. Let me show you. See, 2 at the has number. Okay. Now simply if I just convert it into the string value, even this also we will get a 2. So this is what the parse it function comes into the picture, which actually converting that value into the integer. So here could be what happened, input could be any value, like suppose if I am passing a hello world. So in this scenario what happened, this is a complete string, and when this function going to perform operation on this string, it actually did not able to work on this, so it simply return us the NaN value. See, you can see that now it's return us the NaN value. Now let me show you the another example. So this is the another example. So here this function is actually taking a two parameter, and lastly we are doing the divisible operation. So if I pass 5 on the both parameter, then obviously we will get 1 as the output. So instead of passing the number, we may encounter the scenario where user is passing a string. So this will also provide us the right output. Now suppose again if user pass any other string instead of a number string, like suppose if I am passing the hello, now in this scenario what happen, the divisible operator will not able to work, and eventually we will encounter with the NaN. So these are the some of the common scenarios where NaN is actually getting encountered. Now we will see how we can put a check to those NaN value. Now suppose let me remove this console. So most of the cases what developer does, they put a check like this. Okay, now if I run, it does not print anything. But you remember that this function is actually return us the NaN value, and we are comparing with the NaN as well, and this text is not getting print. So the problem with here is only with the NaN value itself. Also some of the thing that I have to put the 3 equal to sign, strongly equal operator. Even if I do this, if I again run this program, I did not get anything. Let me show you that. Now if I run, see, for triple equal sign it goes under the else condition. Same for the double equal sign. If I again run this, it goes under the else only. So for the NaN value, we cannot provide a check like this. Let me explain why this is not working. So this is not working because this NaN is actually return the unique number every time. Whenever the NaN is getting initialized, every NaN value have the unique value. Suppose if I do this, like NaN actually equal to NaN equal to NaN. Now what will be the output? You might think it will goes under this, but no, it is again go inside the else only. The reason is pretty simple. Each NaN value contain the unique number. Even if I do this triple equal sign, again if I run this, again it is going under the else only. So to resolve this problem, we have two different methods. So the JavaScript provides us the isNaN and the number.isNaN function. So the both is actually looking for the NaN value, but they work differently. Let's take a look for the isNaN first. Let me just paste here. Now let's take a closer look into the isNaN. So isNaN is a JavaScript function which actually looking for a not a number value. If he encounter any value which is not a number, then obviously he will return us the true. So if I run this program, you will get the output. So isNaN, so 12 is the number, but isNaN is actually looking for a not a number. So 12 is a not a number, false. This will return us the NaN. So NaN is a not a number, true. This is the floating value. So this floating value is a not a number, false. This is the string. So this string is a not a number, true. This string is also not a number, true. This is the minus value. This is a not a number, false. And NaN itself. NaN is actually not a number. So it is a not a number, true. So this NaN is actually used to provide a check. Now also we have the another function which is the number.isNaN function. So now if I run this program, so 12 is a number and isNaN is actually looking for a not a number, then obviously we will get a false. This will return us the NaN, then it is a true. This is the floating number, it is actually a number, and isNaN is actually looking for a not a number. So 12.3 is not a number, false. Now this string is actually not a number, so isNaN is actually looking for not a number. So ultimately if we use the isNaN only, then he should return us the true, but this function is actually return us the false. Now why this happened? So let me explain you. So isNaN method is actually return us the true if value is not a number. Just like this, 12 is a number, then obviously he will return us the false. And gigs is a string, it is not a number, so it will return us the true. And for the number isNaN, it's return the true if value is not a number. Still it is the same, but what extra it is checking, it is like it is also checking the type of number. So now what happened here, it is not a number, isNaN is looking for a not a number value, so it will return us the true. But for number isNaN, it is checking the type of this value is number or not. And what he got the string, so that's why we are getting the false value. So this is what the key basic difference between the number isNaN and the isNaN function. So interviewer might ask you these two key difference, so you have to just keep in mind that number isNaN return true when the value is not a number and the type is a number. And for isNaN it is simple, it will return the true if the value is not a number. Now take a look into some of the key points that we have to remember. So this isNaN and the number isNaN are JavaScript built-in methods. That is true. NaN is never equal to itself. That is what we just saw. If we do this NaN double equal NaN, we will encounter the false. Even if we do this triple equal, we will encounter the false. That is just because each NaN value contains the unique number. Now, the output of NaN and double equal always return false. That is what we just saw. Now, which is the another function, we return the true. It treats NaN differently. So what is actually, let's take a look. Let me remove all this. So this function is actually used to check the similarity. Like if I am passing the phi and phi, if I do this now, if I run this, phi is a similar as this phi. So it is basically the comparison one. So this function is another way to do the comparison. Now if I just converted it back to the string, now if I run, we will get the false. So this is simply like strictly comparison. Okay, but let me show you. If I just say it is simply like the triple equal psi, now if I just do the same operation here, this NaN, now again I am going to pass here. Now if I run this, see, this triple equal sign return us the false, but this function is actually return us the true. So why this return true? This actually implemented to overcome this scenario. So we cannot do the comparison for the double equal or the triple equal. That's why the JavaScript introduced this function to do the comparison between NaN value. So you have to keep in mind this as well. So this function is actually returned to true if we compare with the NaN only. Now to check the NaN value, you can use the predefined methods like number is NaN, NaN, finite and object. Okay. So these three methods we already saw. So this fourth one is another JavaScript method which actually check whatever the number you enter is finite or not. So finite or not is actually means the number is in between infinity or minus infinity or not, or it is in between the range or not. Now if I run this, you will get a false. So this function is also work with the NaN. So you can use this function or either this function or either these two functions. All these four functions is actually work with the NaN. So I hope you understand what is JavaScript NaN and how you can use this JavaScript NaN effectively and how you can put the JavaScript NaN check as well. So this is it for this video guys. We will meet again with the another JavaScript interview question. Till then, bye.